Do you feel like your life isn't going forward because you keep doing the same things? What if you could get the control, focus, and strength you've been looking for with just one simple habit? We'll go into great detail about Miyamoto Musashi's timeless advice in this video. We'll also show you the one habit you need to change your whole life. Habit 1. Wake up early. It's not just an efficiency hack to get up early, it's a way of life. It tells the world that you respect your life, your time, and your growth. Miyamoto Musashi trained hard and often got up before dawn because he knew that being disciplined starts in the morning. Musashi wrote in the Book of 5 Rings about how important time, rhythm, and getting ready are. When you get up early, you have time to prepare your mind, like a warrior sharpening his sword before battle. You make room when you get up early. Room to think. Room to make plans. Room to breathe. Early morning is more peaceful than any other time of the day. You set the tone for everything that comes after these holy times. You're not responding to the world. You're focusing your energy in a way that you choose. You can also learn to be self-disciplined by getting up early. As a result, you learn to get to bed on time, control your urges, and say no to the snooze button. Do nothing that is of no use was Musashi's code of life. There's no point in staying in bed past your bedtime. When you wake up early, you show yourself that you are in charge, not your comfort, your laziness, or your feelings. It doesn't matter if you're not a morning person by nature. What matters is that you want to get smarter and more spiritual. Take small steps at first. At first, wake up 15 minutes earlier. Then 30, then an hour. Train, read, or think during that time. The morning is a present. Those who rise early to meet it will soon be in charge of their whole lives. Remember that the way you start the day often affects the way you end it. Habit 2. Plan your day. Letting the day run their lives is one of the worst mistakes people can make. They get up, check their phones, deal with problems, and then their day goes by like leaves in the wind. Musashi would say that this is not having a plan. He never went into war without a plan because he was a great swordsman and military strategist. He said, when you pick up a sword, the most important thing is that you want to cut the enemy, no matter what it takes. In life, it's the same. You must mean to do it. When you plan your day, you choose how you will spend your time before the rest of the world does. It's not about strict rules, it's about being clear. Like a warrior going into battle, you should start your day with a goal. When you plan, you don't just keep moving without a goal. Each job, meeting, and conversation is a part of a bigger plan. Musashi thought that all things are linked. Know 10,000 things from one thing, he wrote. When you plan your day, you start to see how your actions fit into patterns and how they lead to other things. You start to control more than just time. You start to pay attention to the things that really matter. Ask yourself, what are the 3 most important things I need to do today to start your day? Keep your mind on it. Don't make your list too long. Choose acts that will have a big effect instead. Set your objectives with no mercy. And go back to your plans several times a day to make changes and stay on track. This habit makes you smarter and more sure of yourself. Now that you have a guide, you don't feel so lost. Your plan helps you find your way when things don't go as planned. You can turn for a reason. Making plans shows that you respect yourself. It tells your inner mind that you have control over your life, that your goals are important, and that your time is valuable. So start making plans. Every day is a fight. Plan ahead, or you'll lose because you'll be too busy to pay attention. Habit 3. Celebrate wins. Musashi didn't like to brag, but even he knew how important it was to recognize success. Every win was important to him, but not with pride. Instead, it was with understanding. See that which you can't see with the eye, he wrote. Wins are a way to see growth, no matter how small it is. Not stroking the ego, but encouraging growth. How does this habit change your life? Because most people only see how far they still need to go, not how far they've come. They keep working hard to reach the next goal without ever stopping to appreciate their hard work. This leads to burnout, unhappiness, and the false impression that you have failed. It helps to celebrate wins, even if they are small. It helps you remember that you're making progress. Your brain is rewired to connect effort with gain. That is a strong reason to do it. Musashi trained his mind to watch what happened and learn from every move and hit. You need to do the same thing. Did you finish working out? Have fun. Did you follow through with your day's plans? Take note of it. What time did you wake up today? Good job. These times are important. They leave behind signs that you are becoming the person you were meant to be. There's no need to be loud when you celebrate. It might be quiet recognition. Cheers. A note in a notebook. A moment to be thankful. You're not trying to show off. You're trying to keep your mental and emotional growth. It was said by Musashi, "Do not think falsely." We are not being honest when we don't work on our own growth. We don't think we're good enough. That's not true. If you get better, even if it's just a little, you're winning. 1,000 small wins, not one big win, are what it takes to become a master. Begin doing this right now. Every night, make a win log. Make a list of 3 good things you did. Think about them. Feel the growth. This helps you keep your attention on what's working, which makes you want to do more. It's a cycle of growth and good things. You can feel good about your progress right away. Take a look at your hard work, focus, and progress, and be proud of it. That's how Musashi got better. One step at a time. Victory after victory. Habit 4. Limit distractions. Musashi was a famous philosopher who thought it was important to be clear and focused. He stressed that things that take our attention away, like alerts, texts, and social media, can hurt our lives. Cutting down on distractions is important for living a strong, focused life. Distractions not only waste time, but they also break up our thoughts, taking our attention away from our goals and making us feel tired. Musashi's mind was clear, still, and sharp, which made it very good for focusing. Find the things that distract you the most and get rid of them. This will help you train your thoughts. Turn off messages, use apps that block distractions, set aside focus time, and tell people who keep getting in the way that you won't let them. Your surroundings should help you reach your goal, not get in the way of it. Musashi learned to be detached and stayed away from things that made him feel down or made him less determined. Today, we should not seek short-term pleasure at the expense of long-term growth. Focusing on something instead of something else makes your will stronger, gives you mental muscles for clarity and control, and lets you experience the void, a state of simple but powerful awareness. When you do this habit, your mind can relax and become clearer, stronger, and more present. A life that isn't directed is pointless, but one that is full. Cut down on distractions to not only get things done but also live a meaningful life. Train your mind to be a fighter like Musashi. Use your attention as a sword to cut through the noise. Habit 5. Learn and adapt. Miyamoto Musashi was not only a fighter, but he also studied life all the time. He thought that real success is not a place you get to, but a journey you never end. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain, he wrote in the Book of 5 Rings. That means being open, learning all the time, and quickly changing. This habit, learn and adapt, is one of the most important ways to change things. Life is always changing. Things will change. People change. The market changes. To do well, you have to grow with everything else. People who don't want to learn get stuck. It's no longer relevant to be afraid of change. Musashi ever won all 60 of his fights. But because he learned. He watched his opponents, learned from each one, and changed his style. He wasn't lucky. He counted on what he knew and his ability to change. He said, "Sense is strong and sight is weak." It's important to see faraway things as if they were nearby and look at nearby things from afar when you're making a plan. That is, look at the bigger picture and be ready for things to change. To get good at this skill, learn everything you can. Pay attention to how people act. Talk to people. Be interested. Don't complain when something doesn't work. Change. Figure out what went wrong and then try something different. Being strong and flexible go hand in hand. Make learning a part of your everyday life. Every day, set aside 30 minutes to read, listen to podcasts, or learn something new. Carry a notebook with you and write down what you learn from your travels. Every mistake should be seen as a lesson and life should be seen as a school. Do more than just learn. Musashi put more weight on practice than on theory. He put what he learned into practice and became good at it. This should be the norm. Put what you've learned together. Test, try, and adjust. That's how you get better. The world belongs to those who are always hungry, humble, and open to new ideas. Not only with his sword, but also with his mind, Musashi learned how to be flexible. He didn't hold on to the old ways. Instead, he made new, better ones. So learn, change, say it again. This habit will help you stay strong, smart, and up to date. The most adaptable people are the ones who live, not the strongest. If you can do this, you will be able to handle anything. Habit 6. Reflect daily. The great warrior Musashi thought that knowing yourself was a key skill. He thought that a fighter should always think about what they are thinking, feeling, and doing. He wrote, "To know 10,000 things, know one well," in the Book of 5 Rings. Daily reflection is a good habit that can help you understand your real nature and make sense of your life patterns. To reflect, you need to be brave, honest, and able to admit when you're wrong and change your path. Set aside 10 minutes every night to sit in silence and think about important things. This will help you become more self-aware. Write your thoughts down in a journal without editing or adding anything extra. This talk with yourself is the start of growth. When we reflect, we become more aware of our habits, reactions, and triggers, as well as how our actions match up with our beliefs. Musashi trained by himself in the woods to think deeply. Close all of your screens and listen to your inner voice to live like a hermit. This habit will change the way you see yourself and the world over time. This will help you make better choices, feel more purpose, and connect with your inner self more deeply. Daily thought is not a sign of weakness, but of knowledge. Minds need to get stronger just like swords do. We get stronger in quiet, and we find power in the truth. Habit 7. Never stop improving. Musashi lived his whole life by one unwavering principle, Kaizen, which means constant, never-ending improvement. He had won all 60 of his duels, but he never thought of himself as perfect. He kept improving, training, and learning even after other people would have given up. The way is in training, he said. The last habit, never stop improving, is the most important one for long-term change. It's what makes all the other habits work. There's always another level, even after you've mastered getting up early, planning your day, and staying focused. There is always a way to get better, go deeper, or stand out. The goal of this habit is not to be perfect, but to get better. It's not a goal to reach improvement, it's a way to get there. A way of thinking that says, I'm proud, but not happy. I'm thankful, but I'm still hungry. Musashi thought that each day was a chance to be better than the day before. That's the real competition, not with other people, but with yourself. You are winning if you read more, think more clearly, train harder, or love more deeply than you did yesterday. You have to love change in order to master this habit. Yes, you should set goals, but what's more important is to set up processes that make progress every time. Keep track of your habits. Track your progress. Do what you can. Ask for comments. Every day, do one small thing better. What if you fail? You may give up your own body, but you must keep your honor, Musashi wrote. It's not about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. Do not stop. Continue to learn. Perfect it more. Don't fall into the mistake of being too comfortable. It's not the end of the road just because you've succeeded once. When you stop growing, you begin to die. Stay interested. Keep your door open. Be humble. This habit can also help you deal with fear. If you want to get better, you don't fear failing. You see it as feedback and accept it. You don't worry about being criticized. You use it to get better. Don't wait for inspiration to come to you. Make it happen by doing something. Musashi became famous not only because he was very good at what he did, but also because he never stopped trying to be the best. This should be your goal. I need to get better every day in every way. With that attitude, you'll be unable to be stopped.